All right, everybody, we're gonna be talking about the MTC awareness stages. There's 5 of them. There's gonna be white, yellow, orange, red, and brown. Now, these stages are like mindsets that you get into. Okay, we got an intersection right here. This is gonna be orange stage. And then we're gonna be going back into yellow stage. I know I'm gonna talk about that. These are the stages that get you into that mindset. I love colors. It makes it to where things are easy, color-coded. You know, stop signs are red, right? We have caution signs that are orange or yellow, depending where you're at. Street signs are green. It helps you find those things that are out there before you even see the words. We're gonna be talking about white stage right now. In white stage, what that is that you're completely zoned out. What you wanna be is in yellow stage where you're zoned in. You're prepped and ready, you're looking for things. You see road surface hazards, you're scanning the road, but at the same time you're relaxing. You either have music, whatever. White stage, a typical version of white stage is that you are sitting on the couch watching TV, oblivious to everything around you. You're walking on the sidewalk, you're staring at your phone. You have no idea what's going around you, and you fall into the fountain or you run into somebody. That's what white stage is. Now, when you're riding a motorcycle, white stage, you don't want to be in white stage when you're on a motorcycle because you're just going to run into things. Now, what happens when you're looking at your phone, one second, we're at orange stage because we're going to the intersection, don't want to get hit by anybody. We're getting back into yellow stage right now. Decent space cushion. What's happening with white stage is all of a sudden you look up and you're about to run into somebody when you're looking at your phone. You panic. You're like, oh, that's what brown stage is, when you have that panic moment. So you're maybe playing with your phone, all of a sudden you look up, you see a car, oh no, and you slam the brakes and you dump the bike. That's brown stage. We do not want to do that. So these are the 2 stages out of the 5 that you do not want to be a part of, you don't want to be doing. You want to stay zoned in. The best way you could do that, well, I'll talk to you about that when we talk about yellow stage. All right, let's go ahead and talk about yellow stage a little bit more in depth. White stage, you're completely oblivious. I think you guys understand that. Brown stage, you completely panic. You target fixated, you smash the brakes because you weren't paying attention. All of a sudden you have to pay attention. You try to make up for your lack of awareness and perception. So, yellow stage. Right now we're going into orange stage. We'll talk more about that. We got a side of the pedestrian right there. Yellow stage, we're zoned in. We're prepped and ready. We're just kind of enjoying our ride. We're not paranoid yet. Orange stage is when we're like in intersection corners. We're a little bit paranoid, but once we get out of here, I'll show you what yellow stage looks like. We're looking at the road. We're kind of keeping ourselves in a good space cushion, kind of giving ourselves these areas around us that we have this buffer zone. We're just enjoying ourselves. It's about 80% of your ride for the most part. You're maybe listening to music. You're not zoned out, but what you're doing is that you're scanning and you're keeping your mind sharp. You're looking at the mirror, looking at your speed, looking forward, looking at your mirror, looking forward, looking at your speed, doing a quick head check around you. You're kind of prepping yourself just in case something happens. You're prepping yourself. Hey, doggo. You're prepping yourself just in case you have to go into orange stage, which is going to be an intersection, because then you're starting to look for trying to have your escape path, but you're looking for left turners, you're looking for road surface hazards, you're looking for all these other things, but you're preparing yourself for that orange stage. Think of it as you going to the grocery store, getting the ingredients, and this is yellow stage because you're not in danger, you're not having to rush to make that food because you're not in the kitchen, things aren't boiling over, but you're prepping yourself, you're getting ready. I'm gonna let these people go. I'm not gonna go as fast as them so they can take off and increase my space cushion for me. There we go, that's good. And so you're at the grocery store grabbing your stuff, but then once you get back and you're in the kitchen with all your ingredients and you're having to, go against the timer, you have 3 different pots going, you got the oven going, that's when you're in orange stage. I'm watching out for this open lane pattern we got here. So right now I'm in yellow stage, just okay. Everything's fine. This guy might want to get in front of me. But I'm just doing, there it is, just doing fine, relaxing. I have an intersection coming up. Now I'm gonna transition into that orange stage. So I did all my prep work, got all my ingredients. Now I'm gonna go into the kitchen and I'm gonna get ready to look for things that might jump out at me. I don't wanna burn water. All right, guys, we'll talk about orange stage pretty soon. Hey, this looks familiar, huh? Yeah, we're in orange stage right now. We're going through an intersection. I don't want anybody hitting me, and I am looking for the road surface hazards, maintaining my space cushion. I'm going to increase it even. I don't have a great escape path, but I'm nice and away from this vehicle. I don't like it too much, though. I'm going to roll up the throttle, and now I'm going over here, so I'm staggered with them. If you noticed, orange stage, there's a lot of actions going on to just kind of position yourself better. You're not swerving, you're not emergency braking, you're just, you're paying attention. And the goal with the orange stage is to reestablish your space cushion, to reestablish your position for safety, to get yourself in a better area so that you can get back into yellow stage. And so I use the cooking example. You know, yellow stage, you're at the grocery store, you're grabbing all the stuff, you know, you have your list, you could take your time, you're not paranoid, you're listening to music, enjoying yourself, saying hi to everybody, you know, relaxing. Go ahead, turn left here. And then all of a sudden you have to get back into the kitchen, and here we go. We're gonna be, you know, rushing through things. We're gonna make sure that we have things in the right order. We're prepping ourselves. We got the table set up. So when we're in orange stage, which is what I'm doing right now, is that because I'm in an intersection, intersections are orange stage, we have to look for these hazardous situations. We have to see, hey, you know, are we gonna be boiling over? No. I mean, do we have gravel in the road? I don't see anything right here for my whole path. Anybody coming up behind me? Yes, we have one person behind me coming up, but I'm paying attention. I'm off to the side. Okay, now we have to figure out, you know, when I get to the other side, are we safe? Are we good? So this is that little bit of a paranoid situation, but it's not that bad. You get used to it. So when it comes to this orange stage, it's just to get you in that mindset of you're switching from, hey, I'm zoned in, relaxing, listening to music, maybe just, you know, chatting with my buddies, to, hey, everyone calm down, I'm turning down the radio, I need to find that parking space. That's all we're doing. We're taking our brain, we're taking all the cognitive overload and just reducing it to the point where we're focused. So there's another example of, you know, you're staring at the screen right now, you're staring at my head, but what's over here? You have to change your focus to my hand. Usually you could just use your peripheral vision for everything around me, but you're staying focused on me. Let me say hi to this guy. There you go. So if you have to use your peripheral vision, that's like yellow stage. You know, you're just kind of using everything, you can see everything, but once you're like, hey, I gotta focus, that's orange stage. And that's what we're doing here. We're focused at intersections, we're focused at finding escape paths, we're focused on accelerating if we have to. We have our hands over the brakes, we're covering our brakes. Might even roll off the throttle a little bit so we get some weight on that front tire because we're getting some engine braking going. We're doing anything and everything possible to prepare ourselves in case we have to go into red stage. And red stage, it's coming up right now. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. All right, everybody, we're gonna be talking about red stage for a little bit. Now, red stage is kind of like brown stage, where we have to, at the side of the vehicle right here, I'm gonna roll the throttle, yellow, orange stage. Okay, we got somebody right here to my right. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a space cushion. And we are back to yellow stage. Okay, so red stage, what that is, like I said, it's just like brown stage. We have to perform an action. Something just came out at us. You know, that side of the vehicle came out. If they kept going and they stopped in the middle of the road, oh, I gotta do something. I gotta swerve in the next lane. I gotta do something. If I panicked, that's brown stage. Red stage, we did something. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn right. I like turning right. I don't know why I said that, but we're gonna go over this way. Okay, watch out, orange stage, prepped and ready. Just in case, there we go. Very good. All right, so we gotta yield, gonna watch out. So while I'm talking to you, so red stage, you know, if a side of the vehicle pops out, okay, we can go, it's a green. You got it, yeah. If something pops out, we have to do something. We have to do emergency swerve, we have to do emergency braking. We might have to accelerate to get ourselves out of a spot. We might have to just, you know, switch complete lanes into here and turn left if there's a car that stopped here. Whatever it is, we have to do something to avoid. A lot of it's accident avoidance. People can come out in front of you and you have to avoid them, or you can go towards an object and you have to avoid that object. That's typically what happens in corners, like especially in the mountains. People start to go super duper fast, and what happens is that they go a little too fast for their experience, and when they see like a tree or a big rock or something, they're like, oh, what is that? And they go towards it. No, you start to do that, that's brown stage. You have to pop yourself back into red. You have to do something. So let's pretend right here that there's a vehicle just immediately stopped in front of me, like they're just coming out in front of me. So what I have to do is like, oh crap, red stage, I have to swerve. I have to get myself out of that and then get myself in a better spot. These are things that you're gonna have to practice. It's easier to practice in a parking lot, but what I like to do when I'm out on the road, not like this kind of road, this is some traffic. When I'm out on a road where there's like no traffic, I use the manhole covers, I use potholes in front of me, I see discolorations in the road, and I practice my swerves. This person's gonna, almost, I'm gonna turn right. So like right here, we got a manhole cover, oh, swerve around it. You know, manhole cover, oh, swerve around it, and then I gotta start applying the brakes. So red stage, actively avoiding an object and actively avoiding crashing into something by utilizing the skill set that you have practiced in a parking lot. That's what red stage is. Remember, these are just awareness stages. These are things that will get you in that mindset so you're understanding what you should be doing. So we have white stage completely zoned out, yellow stage, We are zoned in, paying attention to what we should be doing. Like right now, I'm looking and there's no gravel on the road. We got a vehicle. No, we still got some time. Orange stage, intersections, corners, anything that gives you that gut weird reaction of something might be going on. Just cover those brakes, look for escape path, do what you need to do. Red stage, we actively have to do something to get ourselves out of danger. We have to swerve, emergency brake it, accelerate super hard. We got,
let's go and pause that.
Yield air.
Go and pause that. How's everybody doing today? How you doing, Lethal Moto, Danger Ranger? Let's get some music going. Let's get some music going. How's everybody doing? Go ahead and take a seat. Shmee, how you doing? Yeah, it's been... Shoot, when was the last YouTube video? Oh. Playing on the wrong device. Uh-oh. Let me go ahead and get this back up. You guys can hear the music, but I can't hear it here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's been a while. We have a video. We have some videos up. Let me get back in the mode. Let me get... Oh, geez. We got some videos going. We don't need closed captioning for this. We're back, Solid Snake. We are back. Yeah, at least like end of June. Maybe first week of July. I took a nice break. I took July off. This is the first, well, August 1st was the first day of August, but I took an extra day, or extra week. The quad lock had it come loose while I was commuting, so I put it in my phone in my pocket, lost the quad lock on the highway. They replaced, no problem, no questions. That sucks that it fell off, but I'm glad that they took care of you. I haven't had that issue. Thank you, Lethal Moto. How you doing? Dropped your friend's bike and broke his indicator. Uh-oh. Yeah, so, yeah, to catch up for the month. Let's go ahead and do a little catch up. So, I think, yeah, since I stopped, so basically all of July. So I went and had a great 4th of July celebration up in the mountains. Had a great birthday weekend. Birthday's July 14th. Great birthday weekend. Played a bunch of golf. Gotten way better at golf. So I'm super excited. I'm actually playing tonight. Pretty excited about that. Might even change DanDanTheFireman to the channel to just whatever I'm doing. And then Motorcycle Training Concepts YouTube channel, which has like 40,000 something subscribers. I just haven't been posting there. I think that'll just be mainly YouTube or motorcycle training. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. And then end of month, everything's been really good. Like all I took the MSF BRC. I guess it's like the eBRC. I took it again. I took the very beginner motorcycle class. I took it with my girlfriend's daughter. She passed. She got her, well, she's going to get her permit and then endorsement because she's underage. But we took it together. I got a perfect score on the riding portion, so I'm pretty happy about that. It was just a lot of fun playing around on a Honda Rebel 250. So that was fun. But it was 2 days, two pretty warm days. She did great. Really proud of her. And so she knows how to ride. She wants to ride now. So I'm kind of bringing somebody else into the fold. That's pretty cool. Also, big news. I've been working really hard on the new website. Let's see if I can actually bring it up. Do I have the program? No, I do not. Let's see if I can bring it up. But I'm working on the website with somebody. And they're helping me develop the new MTC Rider Academy. We're switching different platforms. So those of you that are currently on or in the Motorcycle Training Concepts MTC Rider Academy, you'll be getting an update when it's complete, and you'll be getting I think what I'm starting off with is like a free year. And then I might be like sending out some invites to a select few. So right now it's just going to be for those people. But I'm trying to get... Okay. I'm going to try to show you guys what the website looks like. I got to like get this computer because I've been doing everything from home basically. I haven't really been in the office. They're working on building out some other stuff down the hall. So my goal was to work from home. Let me go ahead and get this going for you guys. I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys this website. Just a quick look. Let me go ahead and log in. There we go. Got that logged in. Let's see. Any of you guys work with Figma before? So working on a few things for the new website. So things are progressing. Originally, I wanted to make a book. But you know what? We're going to do a whole new online academy. And then we'll make a book. I'm pretty excited about that. And I bought a Honda Rebel 500. I got a 2024 Honda Rebel 500, and that's going to be for the new class. Oh, I'm getting cut off right there. That's going to be for the new class. So I'm going to be doing all the class demonstrations on a Honda Rebel 500. That's a bike that I recommend everybody. If you're a brand new rider, get a Rebel 300 or 500. I really like the 500. I've been riding it around, rode on the interstate, did everything perfectly fine. Lots of fun stuff on that bike, and I can't wait to do all the parking lot drills and everything. So it's pretty sweet. Let's get some caffeine in me. Oh, people are congratulating stuff. I'm considering an Insta360 camera worth it for you. The 360 camera is great if you utilize that. I like the idea. It's an ease of use thing. A little bit more editing. But I like the idea of just planting it and then not having to worry if I'm in frame. So I just like put it on my handlebars, or I put it somewhere and I can just like do whatever I need to. I don't need a cameraman or person to move the camera, and I don't have to like stay in a certain spot. So I like just having it there, and then I can adjust it in its software, and then just there it is, done. So I like that. I'm actually looking into the Insta360. What is it? Their Insta Pro. It's like their GoPro stuff. Battery life is pretty good. Footage time on it. I think it does 30-second clips intervals, but it continues recording after, or 30-minute clip. 30 minutes, and then it starts a new recording right off the bat. So it doesn't just shut off at 30 minutes, which is good. I like that. Channel's so important. We've had an MC Rider death almost every day the last 2 weeks where I'm at. Oh, JJ, that's not good. That's not good. Where's everybody from? I keep, so I'm seeing from where you're from. I see from Spain, Colorado, Tennessee. Where's everybody from? So in total, how long does it record? I would give it at least an hour. I haven't recorded over an hour, but I still had some battery left. They're pretty big batteries too. They handle well. And it was at the top settings that I could have. Canada, Germany, California, SoCal, Nevada, Canada, California. Nice. Poland. Very nice. They are working. I can hear, if you hear any construction, they're on the other side of the wall. So I'm going to try to like make this another 2-hour quick live stream. But I do have some fun stuff coming up for the Academy. I'm creating a whole new work schedule for myself. So instead of just Thursdays and the weekends, we're going to be doing newsletters. I keep saying we, it's just me. I'm going to be doing newsletters, blogs, and then also a Friday live stream just for the Academy. Go ahead and plug that in. So I'm going to be doing Thursdays here in the morning, Fridays there in the morning. And I'm super excited about launching. I'm going to start off with the Academy in the community section. So think of it as a giant forum. I'm adding a community section to it. Is that we're going to be working really hard on these drills, but I'm going to make it a competition. I'm going to be making it a competition on these drills. There is the phone-friendly version, and you actually get it. So right now, before we jump into it, this is on sale right now for 20% off. Links in the description and in the chat, pinned comment. You get 20% off, and it comes with the digital version of this, the physical version of this, and then there's a phone-friendly version of it that comes with it. So if you get this, don't buy the digital, because the digital's for $15. This is like a little bit cheaper now with 20% off. I think it's like $24 now. You get the digital version with it. But we're gonna be working really hard on that in the academy. And yeah, I don't know, just having fun talking to you guys, kind of seeing where you guys are from, and figuring out like what is it you guys really want. I would love to hear in the comments or in the chat, especially if you're watching this after the stream. And I like to catch up with you guys at the beginning, so that if you guys are watching it after, you get to see the caught up part. What is it that you guys actually want? Like I said, I took for an online academy, right? So I took the BRC. It was a lot of fun. It was like $400 per person, but it was great. I got to use their stuff, so there's a positive to that. It's like I didn't want to use my bike, so I used their bike, use their stuff. Nice refresher and whatnot. But it's 2 days, and if you miss like anything, like you're kind of screwed. And if you're not a quick learner, you're kind of screwed. So I'm like trying to make an academy that is at your own pace, but also pushing you to, hey, go out there and practice, go out there and practice, go out there and practice. So I'm just curious, kind of like what mentality you guys want. Dan, your man passed my MSF recently, felt confident going in because of you. Thank you so much. I had some issues downshift, felt like I was lugging when I shifted down. Any advice? Yeah, so if you took the MSF, you probably got into second gear, maybe even a third gear accidentally. So if you're trying to go from second to first, lugging down, so just like you're doing friction zone going up into second, so you like rolled off the throttle, pulled in the clutch, and then shifted, and then started releasing the clutch, and then giving it a little throttle, so it's smooth going from first to second, second to third. You do the same process going down. You don't just shift down, or pull in the clutch, shift down, and then just go. You also have to roll out the throttle, pull in the clutch, shift down, release the throttle into that friction zone, give it some throttle, and then slowly release that friction zone down again. That will get you more smoother in the shifts down, just like the shifts up. So it's the same process. It's the same process on that one, Andrew. New to your channel, catching up on old reviews. Wife and I really enjoy the beginner series with Nikki's. Is she still riding? I don't know. I've been since you're new, I've been divorced for a while. I got a new girlfriend. I've been divorced for a while. I've been divorced for a couple years from Nikki. I hope she's doing great. That'd be cool if she's still riding, but she's not. I have my course next week, so I'm super excited. Brendan, awesome. Hey, thank you for videos. They likely saved me in a recent deer-related accident I had 2 weeks ago. I'm glad. Probably an orange stage, moving in red real quick. Passed the original motorcycle test in R6. That was a dumb idea, but it was all I had access to. I passed my original on a Harley 1200 Nightster, brand new. It was really weird, but I was able to get it done. Glad you got it done, though. Is there still cheaper free trials roadside accident assistance training out there? There's accident scene management. So Google accident scene management motorcycle, and you should be able to find something. They do have, I think, an online course that you could take. But the new course that I am putting up, it does include a rescue awareness section. And so that's going to be helpful. And then I'm going to go ahead, after this course is done, I'm going to actually start diving into the next course, which is a full rescue course where I actually show you how to do stuff. And that will be included in your membership if you join up as a member, or you can buy the course as is once it's up. But yeah, accident scene management motorcycle, that's what I would look up. I'd love to see more real world riding videos where you talk through how you handled. I will be Jifka. Part of this course, I will be doing that, and I'm excited to start doing that, especially on the Rebel 500. They also call that rev matching to make downshifting smooth. Yep. And you'll get the feel for it. You don't have to really look at your RPMs for that. You can just get the feel for it, and it just takes some time. Yeah, no problem, Jifka. Everyone separates. Well, at some point, either death or choice. And it was a choice that I'm happy that I'm happy with the consequences. Elad is here. The gang is back. Yeah. Hey, Elad, how you doing? New rider from Guatemala here. Confident in heavy traffic. When does the course drop? Will you let us know via YouTube when it's out? Also from Phoenix Air. Yes, I will let you guys know from YouTube when it's on YouTube when it's out. I'll be mentioning everywhere. There is a process to it because once the website is up, then I have like the template of what I'm going to be developing the content for. I do have a template for the content. It's just I want to make sure like this is done first before I jump out there. And I'm currently writing blogs and newsletters and refining the course curriculum because I don't think you need a certain amount. My goal is to keep the course under 2 hours, but it's 2 hours of really condensed stuff so that there's like let's say there's an 8-minute video on U-turns. It's like you might rewatch that 8-minute video on U-turns a couple times while you're out there practicing so you can get some tips. There's a lot of information, but if you want to just power through it, if you're somebody that knows how to ride already, and this is a great refresher, and you're getting the added rescue mentorship section, you're getting the plan method, the MTC awareness stages, the new safety checklist, you're getting all this other stuff. So it's like, it's a refresher for your base skills, but then you get to a point where I'm trying to get you guys to be able to ride like me in my mentality. Now, I'm not the absolute best rider out there. There's so many people that are way better at riding. But I believe I have this mental aspect when it comes to riding that keeps me safe. And I think that's being missed in a lot of motorcycle training organizations or courses. And what I'm trying to do is coach for development, not performance. So I want to develop you guys as better thinkers when you're out riding. And I'm utilizing just what I know. So I'll definitely let you guys know. Definitely let you guys know when it comes out. All right, guys, we're going to jump into this. We have 90 people in class. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. Usually that's what we do. We get started at 100 likes. Let's take a look at what this video intro looks like. Ooh. Maybe some brake issues, failure to navigate corners, a little lock up the brakes. Uh-oh, somebody crashed. Somebody crashed over there. So we got my pen out. Thanks for the great work, Dan. Thank you, John Bass, 4001. Appreciate it. Or Bass. Could you do reviews of riders submitting videos and how to improve, i.e. if I send you terrible U-turns, could you... I'm pretty sure once I get everything stabilized in the academy, the community, that might be something I'm adding in to the community aspect of it. And right now, the community aspect, might as well just show you guys. So this is so I'm changing out the pictures, guys. So the basic Smart Rider course is going to be the fully comprehensive. It's only $60. So if you just want to take the course, there it is. We have the Smart Rider drills, $20. Same thing. I'm going to have all the graphics, and then I'm going to give you video examples of it so you can practice that. But here's the membership. We're still working on it. Lorem ipsum. You guys know what that all means. If you've ever done anything. So the membership right now, it's gonna be $150 a year. That's where I'm kind of sitting at when it comes to the pricing. It's about $12. It's about $12 a month. Not even that. Yeah, it's about $12 a month. $12 a month. But you get all the current courses, which are all these, and any future courses that come out, which is gonna be the Rescue Training 101. That's the next course that's coming up. The community section, weekly live lesson. So that's going to be Friday morning, the weekly newsletter Saturday morning, and the Smart Rider Games Challenge Saturday morning. So it's going to be part of the newsletter. So I'm going to challenge you guys to try to beat, let's say, the Lefty Loosey or the Righty Tighty, the one I did, see if you can beat my time. And it'll just be a lot of fun. And we'll be doing a lot of that in the community section. And so what I'm thinking is once this is kind of stabilized and it's been going for, let's say, for 8 weeks, let's just say it's been going for 8 weeks and stabilized, and it's like we're getting some good feedback and good community. Maybe I have to adjust a few things here and there. I would love to, inside the community section, be able to, hey, submit your video, and I can dedicate some time to give you some coaching real quick, and there it is. But this way, it's all within the academy, because if I throw that out there on YouTube, guess what, guys? I'm getting like 100 emails a week, and I won't be able to make content if I'm just constantly doing the coaching. So this is kind of where things are going right here. This is where things are going when it comes to this channel and what I'm doing, because I really want to get into the coaching aspect again. I've been out of it for a while, just been doing these which have high value, the crash reviews. but I want to add in a little bit more of a coaching aspect to it. And there's some future ideas that I have that this is a necessary step into that. So future ideas, we're talking life goals here. Having my own facility with a parking lot and a classroom. And so this is the first step of really kind of like doing, I'm alpha testing my course curriculum. And then after this, there's gonna be like a book I want to make, and that's gonna be like the Smart Rider Bible type thing, where it's like this is what we go off of, and then yeah. So this is where it's gonna be for when it comes to that kind of coaching. But if you don't want to do the membership, you can just take the course if you want. You don't get the community section, or the newsletter, or the challenge, or the Friday morning live lesson, but you can just take the course. And so when I priced this out, I wanted it to be way cheaper than going out and taking a course locally, because it's 2 days, and it's like here it was like $400, but I'm sure you can get scholarships and discounts and whatnot. But I wanted it priced like this because I wanted you to just go ahead and practice it on your own if you wanted to, and then take the endorsement test at the DMV. And so in there, I'm going to be doing the Arizona test at the end to kind of show you what it kind of looks like. And it's pretty standard across the United States. But I wanted to make it easy. And then here's the thing, guys. And this is what I'm going to tell everybody on one of the first videos. Watch this on your TV with your friend that wants to ride too. Like, just take the course with your friend. Bring it to class and take it with like 5 people. Like, go ahead. Like, it's y'all pitch in for $60. You know what I mean? And just take the course and then go out there and practice. My goal is for you guys to be safe. So here's kind of like what the course looks like. Yeah. So 6 units. These aren't dropped down yet. These are just placeholders. Yeah, so you're gonna get a lot. Reviews like you do with the crash videos, only on user submitted videos. That way you could help multiple people at the same time. I would watch all of them. Yeah, it's just really hard to manage. I'm doing this all by myself, and I'm creating the curriculum. Maybe after all this is done, like my bandwidth is kind of taken up. Trying to see how many people I can serve just with this. But yeah, we're gonna be this is what we're doing here. Pretty excited about it. Looks like he's updated. Let's see, did he update? Yeah. There's the drills. All right, I'm gonna put this away. How many likes do we got? 56 likes, guys. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's do it. Let's get to 100 likes, and we're gonna get started. There's 95 of you. Just click that like button. That's how you sign into class today. Make sure you grab yourself a slice of pizza. These are Costco pizzas, so they're pretty good. Utilizing my Costco gold card. I have no friends who are interested in riding. Okay. Yeah, part of what I want to do is here's one idea. I'm just throwing ideas. Who knows if this is gonna happen? Here's one idea. Once the academy gets going, I want to get like the top 5 most active users in the community that have passed the course and do a little coaching program with them. And just be like, we're going to do 8 weeks or 10 weeks. We're going to do 10 weeks, meet up every Wednesday morning or evening. And we're going to go over the book. So I have to write the book, obviously. Go over the book. We're going to do like a chapter or 2 a day. And it's like a little book club. And then the goal after that is for them to grab 2 or 3 people each and start coaching them. So I'm thinking about doing something similar to that. And then who knows, maybe in a couple of years there's going to be thousands of micro coaches out there teaching the Smart Rider drills, Smart Rider principles. Maybe grab some riding group captains and do that. That'd be cool. Michael, welcome. All right, guys, I think we're just going to get started. We're going to get started. This is the first live stream back. want to make sure all my buttons work. There we go. Smart Rider principles pop up. Very nice. No problem, Michael. I appreciate it. Multi-level training. Yeah. And I'll learn from teaching, and then they'll learn from learning, and then they'll learn from teaching, and then their students will learn from learning, and then everyone starts. That's the whole point of a mentorship. All right, guys, we're going to get started. So we're going to hit that record button. You know how it goes. We're going to do a quick ad read for the 20% off that's going on till Monday. So you guys know how it goes. Let's see. This way I can continue focusing on the course. Yeah, look at those lines. Get some Botox. Let's get my... So you get this. One sec. There we go. You get this with the book. There's a digital download. And you get this when you buy this. All right, guys. So 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? Welcome back. We are having a sale right now going on. 20% off. Go practice right here. There's gonna be something on the bottom. Anyways, links in the description. You get this right here for 20% off. And when you get it, there's a digital download for the phone-friendly mount that automatically gets sent to you if you sign up with your email. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump into this video. We're gonna be talking about crashes and close calls. And the goal is to not do these things. And this is purely educational. I'm gonna show you guys the plan method, MTC awareness stages, and some of the escape paths that I'll be doing. And I'm utilizing my firefighter knowledge. I was an MSF rider coach for a while. Got an online academy being built out right now, but let's take a look at this right here.
Hey guys, today I've got another Bikers in Trouble episode for you. It's good to learn from the mistakes of others, so check this out. Yes, it is. Ride safe.
Let's take a look. Look at that road surface, though. It is terrible. Probably trying to go to the outside to avoid a lot of the potholes, but you... Ooh! Did he slice his arm? Did he slice his arm? So he did a quick look at his arm. He's got leathers on. Is that barbed wire? Yeah, he probably got a little... Where's it at? Let's see. He needs to check his arm. Remember, you want to rescue yourself. Stop any major bleeds if you can. That could last... I wanted to see! Could have lacerated his arm. Let's take a look right here. I want to see if I can catch any barbed wire on the screen. More than likely, it's barbed wire, right? Write in the comments if you think it's barbed wire. Hopefully, it's just a wire fence. But that looks like barbed wire. Yeah, you can't really see any of the barbs. That would hurt. That would hurt. So let's just say it's not a barbed wire fence. Either way, not fun. So look at the road surface hazards. So when we go out riding, we're constantly scanning for things. Typically, we're in yellow stage, which is zoned in. If you don't know what the MTC awareness stages are, these are the stages. These are frameworks that kind of like let you know where you're at and what you should be doing. So let's bring that back up. So zoned out, you're typically asleep or drugged up, which is not good, especially when you're riding. So you don't want to be in white stage. You want to be in yellow stage where you're relaxed. And this is a typical riding scenario where you just kind of go out on the road. It's open. You're just kind of enjoying the stuff. You're zoned in. You know how to do your friction zone, throttle control, and shifting and everything. And then orange stage, you see a hazardous situation kind of coming up, so it's going to put you in that mindset of, I need to start looking for things. So corners, intersections are most popular. Open lane patterns, we'll talk a little bit about that, being in people's blind spots. Red stage, you have to actually do something, mercy swerve, mercy braking. So this gets you in that mindset of utilizing an aggressive behavior and to get yourself into safety. Not aggressive in road rage. Brown stage, you panicked. You caught yourself in a situation. You realize, oh no, I don't know what to do. Hopefully you survive the incident, because that's going to let you know, hey, I need more practice. And that's what the MTC awareness stages are. So we're coming up to here. We're in yellow stage turning into orange stage because we see that there's a corner coming up. The road surface looks terrible. So what can we do in this situation is slow it down so that if we do hit any road surface hazards that cause us to get jostled with the handlebars, we're not going to be taken out at high speed. Also, when we slow down, it's going to mess. It's not going to mess up. The slowing down is not. The bumps are going to mess us up. So if we slow down before the turn, we're able to navigate that turn pretty easily. And you can always accelerate out. There's other turns out there with better roads that you can have some fun on. So when I see this, I'm slowing it down.
The mistakes of others, so
and I'm just going to stick to the areas that don't look super discolored. Since I'm slowing down, it's almost like a slow speed turn at this point. So I'm constantly just kind of like, wee, kind of avoiding things as best I can. Maybe just kind of doing this little wee, avoiding things, getting away from all these discolorations, all these little potholes. But since I'm going slower than normal, it's easier to navigate doing that.
Safe.
But I want to stay on the road. I don't want to go towards the outside because we have all this gravel on the side. So I do want to stay on the road, whether it's potholed or not. This is better than this. This is not good. We don't want to be on the sides. So just maintain your line, slow it down a little bit, and navigate that corner, because then that could happen, and then that's a bad day. Let's go ahead and move back, or move out of this one. Let's go to the next one and see what happens here. It's another reason to wear your gear, everybody. All right, we're going to have to do a turn. Oh, it looks like we were trying to do a U-turn, but we slowed it down a little bit too much. And maybe applied the front brake a little too hard. There you go. So if you're going to lift your bike up, you're going to put that side stand up so when you finally get it over the top, it doesn't fall onto the other side. Okay, so gravel, that could have been an issue. It says you can't even see it on the road. Yeah, that could be the case. But it looks like, so 13 miles an hour, that's what you typically do, like in first gears, especially in a class. So it looks like we might have applied the brakes. See how it stopped instantly? With gravel, it would have just washed out, and it would have been kind of like that. So it looks like we applied the front brake. Let's see if his right hand grabs. No, just a hard shift to the right, probably too slow. So when we're applying the brakes, we want to keep our handlebar straight. And if we have it turned, we're going to fall in if we apply the brakes. So utilize a little bit of rear brake on that if you want to, but practice your U-turns. And that's what you can do with the drill booklet. There's so many different U-turns that you do in just one exercise that you become a master at them. How you doing, Daniel Brooks? And it could be gravel. I mean, I just don't see any. I just don't see any gravel. If there is gravel, try to avoid it. But if there is gravel, go over it as straight as possible and do a wide U-turn. You don't have to make a sharp one. There's plenty of room there to make a wide U-turn.
Slipped on the rain, look.
So slipped on the rain.
Lift it up.
Road surface hazards. That could be it too. Oof. Maybe it's the camera angle, but it seems like we're kind of close. Okay, so right here, we're blurring out our speedo. So what do you think a factor is when it comes to a crash like this? Let's see if it is a crash. Maybe it's just a close call. So somebody in our lane. Nope, we're going a little wide. Going wide on the turn. Kept it up accidentally.
Jesus, I nearly crashed.
All right, so going a little wide for the turn. It typically happens when we're going too fast for our skill set. Now, there's some professionals out there that could make this turn at this speed, right? We're also trying to avoid road surface hazards like that. So there's people with a skill set that can do that. So maybe we're outrunning our skill set. So slow it down. So this right here is a beginner, or not a beginner. This right here is a brown stage moment where it's like, hey, maybe I should practice my skills. Because there's a little bit of a close call panic there.
Jesus, I nearly crashed.
An absolute beginner, I would get a Rebel 300 or 500. I just bought a Rebel 500. I love it. Oh, is this a max risk thing? Let's see what happens here. You can pick your feet up. Oh, no. Slow speed maneuvers. It's easy to go fast in a straight line. But practice your slow speed maneuvers so you don't do that. That's considered a crash. Just a very low speed one. I'm going a little fast in the mountains. Looks like California chevron signs indicate sharp right turn.
Especially at that speed. As a result, he couldn't stop in time in a tricky situation and ended his ride.
Sharp left turns with all the chevrons. Somebody in the roadway. Oh. So you don't know what's around that turn until you see what's around that turn. So you can see what's around that turn going 45, or you can see what's around that turn going 100. Now, which one do you have better control over when it comes to emergency progressive braking or emergency swerving at 45 miles an hour? That's why you don't go that speed. So checking your bike, cool, but somebody crashed. I'd be more concerned about that, and that's the whole point of rescuing somebody. You can actually get the rescue booklet. It comes with a rescue card.
Are you okay?
She did great, though, braking. She did really good braking. He's got full leathers, the best you could possibly get. But if it was in the back of the police car, the impacts would have been a lot worse. So the fact that he hit her in the back and fell before the cop, you see how he kept sliding where my head is? So all he had to do is hit a cone. But imagine doing a sudden deceleration. Ooh, look at that neck. Sudden deceleration in the back of the cop car. So she did find an escape path after getting hit, so good on her. It's just overall a lucky situation. But going this fast, let's see the blind corner. So we're coming up to here, going 100. Oh, crap. So having to straight it up. See how we didn't even stop in time? Even going that speed? So if you're going 45, you'd be able to stop in time. So a factor for this crash is speed. The brakes are great. It just couldn't stop in time. Total stopping distance. You need some braking distance to stop. So in this situation, thankfully, there is a cop on here. He is a first responder, so they do have a med kit probably. But if this was even worse, this is why you need to have some medical training.
Are you okay?
Yeah, fine.
So glad that he's doing fine. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. Nasty hand injury in the Mojave Desert. Oh. So nice little U-turn. Maintain the U-turn. Oh, gravel. Oh. So instant guarding, that's what that's called. Usually people do that when there's an instant pain. Look, he's got the Mickey Mouse hands. You know how you get that? Wearing a short sleeve with gloves and riding a lot. Those are Mickey Mouse hands, the hands that are white. So he doesn't wear a jacket a lot. I want to see. It looks like it's hyperextended. So he probably sprained his wrist. Hopefully it's not broken though. Little Mickey Mouse hands. Good handlebar turn. All right, how many? I want to see the after. It looks like a hyperextension. Yeah, it looks like a hyperextension. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this one. Nice music, Moto Stars. Nice little U-turn. Didn't do it good enough. Panicked right at the end. So he didn't hit the wall. Watch. Oh, maybe he did. Ah, the hand got in the way. So right at the end, so applied the brakes. So he didn't slam into it. So what he did was panicked a little bit. So nice U-turns, guys. Practice your U-turns. Flintstoning it won't help, but it looks like we slammed the brakes right when we hit that little gutter. Here we go. Hey, let's ride. MT09, having some fun. Let's see what happens here. Intersections, nighttime factors. Those look like kilometers an hour. What is the recommended kilometers an hour? You saw that sign. So we're going to 110. 30. Okay. So apply the brakes. That person's coming out. It's a red light. Not everyone's going to stop. Somebody slammed the brakes before the red light and dumped the bike. So everyone's going super fast. This is why in your group rides, you ride your own ride. And I treat riding with other cars like I'm riding my own ride in a group ride. So I stay staggered with other cars. I don't go when they go. I go when I want to go. And same thing with riding in a group ride. You go when it's safe for you to go. And this is why we talk on our Cardo Pack Talk edges. So that we can tell each other, hey, I missed the light.
I was really unhappy with the way the rider.
Okay, good speed. Open lane pattern, you see that? Red car's gonna pull out.
Aggression can be.
Is the red car gonna do it? Okay, good job staying staggered. We moved over, very nice. So it looks like we want to turn right. That person did not like that. So if that ever happens to you and you're the car, just like roll off the throttle or like roll off the foot. And create a new space cushion for yourself. Don't worry about it. There you go. Slow down so I have room to brake safely. Very good. I like that. You also have an escape. So when we were talking about the plan method, so what he's doing is positioning for safety. He's slowing down to increase his space cushion here. I like that because if something happens, he has time to do something. Also looking for a good line of sight and at least one escape path. I want you to have two because if this one goes away, you need to have another. Okay, so don't just rely on that one. But this is great total stopping distance, especially at this speed. So that's what I do. I increase the gap by slowing down a little bit and then going back to the speed that we're all kind of going. So that let them up front. Just let them. Seattle speed. Good job. Annoyed, but better safe. Let him have that position. You're going to lose that fight. So good job. Now we're in this position. Same thing for planning our ride. We want to go ahead and roll off our throttle. And we're getting towards the on-ramp or towards the merge area. So we're going to have to accelerate once we get there. But let them have that spot. That's very good. It's annoying. Don't do this part, though. Don't do that part. Because it's just going to create... It's another escalation. So just kind of let them do their thing. Now they're behind you, though, and they could just hit you. Yeah, don't do the whole speeding part, though. All right, intersections, left turn right here. At this point, you're going to have to escape going forward because they're going to continue going. But good job kind of positioning off. All right, here we go. Handlebars. Interesting. Little mini apes. Good job seeing the situation coming up. So he sees the side of the vehicle. Definitely orange stage because we see something happening. This is an intersection. So when we're going to be planning our ride, we're locating for this hazardous situation. We're assessing if it's going to be a relevant threat. It's in our lane. So we got to navigate it. So what we can do to navigate this, since we see it ahead of time, we're going to roll off that throttle and kind of get an idea of what's happening. And if they continue going, we're at a slower speed, we can apply the brakes. We're going to roll up the throttle. If nothing happens, then we just apply a little bit more and get past this situation. So they stopped. Now we can roll on the throttle, kind of move over a little bit, and go on with their day. Just like if we're in a car. But you have to take these extra precautions when you're on a motorcycle because we don't have a cage to protect us. So Sunny stunts. What do we got? Okay, not a big deal. Somebody honked at us. Nice turn. Wear some gear. So the person behind us is having an issue.
What's the problem? Huh?
Just because it turned green?
You mad?
I don't really care about this part. I don't care about road rage. It's just a failure to regulate emotions. I swear people really don't use their mirrors. Okay, so they're moving over. You see them crossing that line. Good job escaping. Now, could we apply the brakes? So if we see, we're coming up here. We see them crossing that line. See the car up ahead? They're crossing the white line a little bit. So this is where we can roll off the throttle, maybe apply a little progressive braking. But if not, we got caught like right here. A good job is to move into a new position for safety, which would be lane position 3, which is going to be off to the right. And if he had to escape through that by accelerating, because at this point, you're either having to apply hard progressive braking, which is doable because they're going to continue their speed, or you can accelerate past. But who knows if they're turning into that parking lot right there. So there's multiple things you can do. This was a close call. We're just trying to learn from it. Different possibilities of what we can do. But good job. Jack Trades presents.
We're confident riding in the road conditions. The rider leaned too much and
it's a little wet. Oh, yeah, a little road surface hazard, a little bit wet. Nice, a little bit wet, accelerating through. Intersections have a lot of oil. This is why you really want to be careful around intersections, especially the first 30 minutes of a ride or a rain, because the water will lift the oil up. It acts as a surfactant, and it'll start floating around the top. All right, open lane pattern. Anybody on the left want to turn right? There it is. You guys know what an open lane pattern is, right? No? If some of you guys are new here, I haven't done a live stream in about a month now. But an open lane pattern is when our lane is the one that's moving, and there's another lane where it's a long line of cars. So think of yourself at a Starbucks, and there's 2 cashiers and 2 lines, and one line is moving quicker than the other because the cashier is a lot better and quicker. Or everyone's just ordering one thing, and everyone in your line's ordering 20 different things for their whole office. Well, if you see that line moving, you're going to do a quick look and you're going to go into that next line. You're going to go into the back of it, but you're going to go into the next line. It's kind of the same thing here. It's just that nobody looks before switching, and they think that this car is the last person in line because they can't see you because of unintentional blindness. They literally just can't see you. They're not looking for you. They can't see you. They're looking for other cars, and you don't look like a car, so they don't care. Even with high vis gear, you can see it in the mirror right there. So, same thing. This line sucks. I don't like it. It's going too slow. I'm going to switch over real quick. That is an open lane pattern. So what do we do when we see an open lane pattern like this? So if you see a stack of cars and your lane is moving, be aware that somebody might switch out without looking. So what can we do when it comes to planning our ride? This is the method for riding around town, riding in the mountains, riding anywhere. Really, it's the plan method. You position for safety. So you're not in this position. You're not in this position. You're over here in this position. Now, why do we position over to the right when it comes to a long line of cars to the left? Well, this is our space cushion. So if we see this car coming out and we're positioned right here, we could get hit or we have to do a really quick swerve. If we're positioned right here, we do have a space cushion, but we're going to have to do a swerve, and we're stuck right behind this vehicle. If we're off to the right and this person switches over, you can see it ahead of time, and you have great line of sight, and you have an escape path up in front that you can just take off. So, position for safety when it comes to this situation. You're locating this hazardous situation right here. You're assessing if anybody's a relevant threat. Anybody doing the blinker and turning over is a relevant threat. You're going to have to navigate that active threat. But first, put yourself in a good position for safety. And that's what I would be doing for these open lane patterns. Go out driving and riding, I don't know, today or this weekend or whatever. The next time you're out driving or riding, keep an eye out for these open lane positions, and you'll see somebody pull out and think to yourself, I saw that before it happened. It's just really fun. Thank you, Zoinks. Idiot driver's blocking the carriageway. Okay. He's got a horn on it. He's got an air horn on his bike. That's pretty cool. There's construction. People are switching over. All right. Little squiggly sign. Everyone's riding pretty comfortably. Pretty cool. An inexperienced rider saves it, but hurts his foot afterwards. Did he put his foot down? Watch it reach back. There it is. See that? Your foot will grab traction, and those hard saddlebags, it's going to smack, and it's going to hurt your ankle. So don't put your foot down. Doesn't even help. Doesn't even help. So yes, inexperienced rider. That's good that nobody's pushing him to like go faster. I like this. This is a mistake that happens. It does happen. So going a little too fast for his skill set going into this corner. See how he's going wide? Starts to panic. So we put our foot down just like we're on bicycles. Don't do that. Keep your foot on the peg. Commit further into the turn. Commit by looking and using your target fixation to your exit, which is over here. Don't target fixate over here where you're starting to travel to because you're scared. Target fixate on the corner and then reaffirm your skill set. Be like, hey, I need to make this turn. What do I need to do? I'm going to slow it. I'm going to roll up the throttle a little bit, and I'm going to turn. I'm going to counter steer. I'm going to put my eyes forward to where I need to go. Don't put your foot down. That's a panic. This is going to be a brown stage maneuver, so this is teaching us, hey, we need a better skill set when it comes to navigating curves, and that's fine because we're beginners, right? He's a beginner. That's fine. People make mistakes. The fact that we were going to walk away from this with just an ankle problem is way better than completely destroyed bike and possibly hospital. So something that we can learn from. See how it just snaps back? Yeah, you could hit a passenger peg. You can impale your leg. Depending on the passenger peg, you're smacking the back. Plus, if your foot's planted and you continue traveling, it's going to cause some shearing. So ligaments and tendons, ouch. All right, we got somebody coming out in front of us. That's the side of the vehicle pattern. If you see a side of the vehicle, guess what? They're not traveling with you. Oh, somebody they must have panic braked right there on that turn and just went flying. So how do we rescue, right? We can rescue. First, we got to remain calm, ensure our own safety, because if we become part of the accident, then who's going to rescue us? You can only really stop major bleeds in the pre-hospital setting until EMS shows up, and they can do a lot more because they have equipment and training. But there you go. Oh, we got audio problems. All right, are we doing a U-turn? Remember to practice your U-turns. Practice your U-turns. There's a discount going on right now, 20% off. Oh, what happened here? Somebody on the... I don't know if this is copyrighted music, so we're going to do this. So we're just going to take a look. Nice job on side stand. So when it comes to rescue, remember, ensure your own safety. We are in the roadway. So keep an eye out for anybody trying to hit us or that will hit us. Okay, so be very careful. So this person probably fell. He was suffering from heat exhaustion, heat in Texas. No joke. When out walking around, make sure you have water and ways to hydrate yourself. We gave him water and made sure he was okay before we both left. So So there's heat cramps, heat exhaustion, and then the last stage is heat stroke. So heat cramps, if you start getting cramps when you're out in the heat, you're already behind on your dehydration. And so you really need to find some shade and drink a lot of water. Just start drinking, add some electrolytes. The reason why you're cramping is because you don't have enough electrolytes. You need to have the potassium, magnesium, sodium, all that stuff for your nervous system to fire correctly. It's an electrical charge type stuff. And that's why it's cramping up, because the electrical charge is in, let's say, your calf muscle. You don't have the right amount of electrolytes, so it's just starting to fire off like crazy. And so that means you're running out of sweat, because when you sweat, you get rid of a lot of salt, sodium, and potassium, magnesium, and all those other electrolytes that you need. So if you start having heat cramps, find some shade, drink some water. But if you're stuck out here and you have like 3 more miles to go and you have to get home in like the next hour, so you're really pushing it, and you start having cramps, you're going to probably get into more of a heat exhaustion, where you start getting a little delirious and you start having flu-like symptoms and the cramps at the same time. Even the cramps could start going away, but you just start having muscle weakness, because now there's nothing firing off in those muscles, or at least 50% of it's firing off. So you have less muscle basically to use because it's not being activated. And so you're having a real tough time catching back up. If you are stuck out there, and let's say you pass out or you collapse like this, but you're in the middle of nowhere where nobody can see you, you're probably going to have a heat stroke. And that's when you just completely stop sweating and you stroke out. So a little more information on that. That's for more of my firefighter knowledge. So at this point, yeah, what she did was great. Giving some water, that was good. That was real good. Yeah, so the weakness, yeah. And there could be other things too. So a little different core comorbidities. With that, you could have, he's a diabetic, so he's sweating out all his glucose and utilizing all his glucose, and now he's having diabetic emergency. He could have a heart issue. If you have low electrolytes in a heat exhaustion state and you have a terrible heart, well, guess what? Your heart's a muscle and needs potassium and sodium and all that stuff too, so it won't fire right. So you can go into AFib, VFib, all these different cardiac symptoms and problems. There could be a lot of things. So drink water, not energy drinks. But with that said, I hope you guys ride safe, be safe. Once again, the sale is going on right now for 20% off. Links in the description for the discount code. Grab yourself a drill booklet. You get the digital drill booklet with it, so you can put it on your handlebars and practice when you're out there doing it. Can't wait for the new academy to launch. I'm taking my time with it. But with that said, like I said, ride safe, be safe. I'll see you guys later. Oh, I gotta stop recording. I almost hit stop streaming and end broadcast, but thankfully I have it set up to where if I accidentally click it, it asks me if I want to. And so yeah, I almost ended the stream. It's been a month since I've done this, guys. Grab yourself a slice of pizza. We're going on another video. We have another video. I love talking about medical stuff. I can't wait to do the it gives me so many different ideas for the rescue course. It gives me so many ideas. Because there's a prevention aspect to it. Drinking water. Story time. How you doing, Solid Snake? I've just purchased the new Cardo Pack Talk Pro. Nice. I actually got one in. It's at my apartment. They want me to do a review on it. Why did you get that, Elad? Like, what was the driving force between that and the Pack Talk Edge? My dad rode from Iowa to Alaska and back with some buddies on the way back through Montana. One of them got hit. A deer. He just got out of the hospital after 2 weeks. Oh, no. Back concussion, broken hip, fractured shoulder, and road rash all the way up his left side, including his head. He complained all through Canada about wearing a helmet. Then as soon as he got into Montana, he de-geared. He wasn't wearing any gear when the incident happened. He's a free American, so it's hard to feel bad for his poor decisions. I'm not his mom. Yeah, I mean, you make your own choices, right? You have to live with the consequences of your choices. And that's one of the cool thing about, being autonomous, and especially in America. Yeah, You get to live with the consequences. Hopefully he makes a full recovery, and if he continues to ride, this will hopefully steer him into wearing gear, but once again, he can make his own choices. It has the best one of the best audio systems. Oh, so it's a better audio system. I got to look up all that. So that's what I'm currently doing, is comparing and contrasting between the Cardo Pack Talk Edge and the Pro. All right, guys, we got another video. Let's see if we can get 100 likes. We still haven't hit it for the first video. We're going to get started on the second one. You like the extra information you provide in the reviews? Thank you. Appreciate that. Hello, fire people. Thank you so much, Andrew. I appreciate that. 87 likes. Get 13 more likes, everybody. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. We're going to get started on the second. Do knobby tires help or hinder with gravel roads? They help. They help. If they're like really hard packed surface, like fire roads, I mean, even street tires can handle that, but they do. They help. 89. All right. 11 more likes, guys. 11 more likes. Showing my parents these videos and make them comfortable with me getting a bike. I think we're making progress. Devin, Devin's parents, we're working on it. We're trying to get some safety going on. They'd kick me out, though. Oh, geez. That's not very supportive. All right, guys, we're going to jump into this one. We're not going to do this. We'll do this halfway. I want people to know what I do and who I am. I haven't still got my license, working on it. I've been watching a ton of Dan videos. And when I've been driving now, I hear open lane. Nice. You see it all the time, right, John? You see the open lane patterns all the time. You start seeing the sides of the vehicles. You start thinking to yourself, I need a position for safety. I'm locating, assessing, and navigating. Hopefully you don't have to navigate, but if you had to, you know how to do it. Like, you just start seeing all these things, and all of a sudden you're just like calmer too. For me, I'm just like calm because it's like I can read the road. I read it, and it just happens and unfolds in front of me, and I just participate and just watch. That's how I ride. I just like to watch, which is kind of what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be watching for things. So I'm like, okay, well then I'm going to sit back, and I'm treating this like a movie that I can participate in, like almost like a video game. And I'm watching all this stuff happen in front of me. It's like I know how to handle all of it. It makes it easy. It's like playing on easy mode. My mom was terrified about supporting me and my sister getting motorcycles. Nice. Go take a class. It'll definitely help out. That's one of the big scary things is parents really want their kids to be safe. And how do you get safe? You increase your skill set so you lower your risk. There it is. All right, guys, we're going to jump into this video. I'm going to hit that record button. I'm going to do a quick little intro about who I am, and then we're going to move on, and then I'll do this a little bit, like, probably after this first video, or the first two videos. Let's make sure I get the drill booklet up. All right, here we go. What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. Today, we're going to be going over some crashes and close calls, but the main point here is to show you guys how to use the plan method and the Smart Rider system that I've developed. And we're trying to navigate these things. So we're learning from the crashes and close calls what not to do, how to do something different using the after-action review process. So we've got MotoStar's video here, and we're going to be going over some of these, but let's go ahead and take a look. So a little bit of a bump there. There's a crash. So we're going to figure out what happened there. I do have firefighter experience. I was an MSF rider coach for a while, and lots of classes. Lots of classes. So let's see what happens here.
Mistakes of other riders, and I hope this.
So everyone's slowing down. Ooh, a little bit of a panic.
Check this out, and
so that person was turning left. Nice little impact. Hopefully it didn't hurt his handle at all because we are wearing gear. Part of the Smart Rider principles is acquire and use personal protective equipment. Oh, there's some damage. Have fun with your deductible on that one.
Get your phone number.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Very respectful. He knew he messed up. So what happened here, everybody? So this car was turning left. So part of planning our ride is position for safety, locate hazardous situations. This person stopping in our roadway is a hazardous situation, so he is a relevant threat. We assess that. Now we got to navigate around it. So we got to put ourselves in a brand new position for safety. This is the whole plan method. It's a full cycle here. So right here, located, assess, we have to navigate. So we're navigating into a new position for safety, which is going to be around the vehicle. But our skill set wasn't there. We couldn't make that quick turn, maybe because there was a rider to our right. So we didn't want to hit them. We didn't want to hit this. We're trying to thread the needle. So what could we have done differently in this situation? Let's go and take a look at this. So there's that rider. Maybe we didn't want to hit that rider. So the rider off to the right.
For the riders,
what we can do is start applying the brakes right now and do progressive braking to slow down and possibly stop, so that when our rider to the right makes it through, we can actually do a slow speed maneuver around it.
To be a good lesson. So
instead of just going at it at speed, we should have slowed down a little bit. See, he almost hit the other rider. So yeah, it's a difficult situation, but there are things that we can do, slowing it down, just like if we're in a car, and then going around and then getting back into our group ride. So when it comes to slow speed maneuvers, what you can do is go ahead and practice the Smart Rider drills. This booklet is now on sale until April 12th, Monday. So you get all the drills, slow speed stuff in a parking lot. You get that, the physical version. It comes with a digital version as a download. Also, you can mount this on your handlebars and practice in a parking lot. But yeah, it's discounted right now. Links in the description. Check it out. Let's move on to this one. Angel or not, I've seen you before. Left turner. So rev bombing, how do you rev bomb? You have to pull in the clutch, which removes power from the rear wheel, and then you have to give it throttle to raise engine RPMs, but none of those RPMs and the rotations and the power is going to the rear wheel. So you're actually kind of coasting, just making noise. I would rather keep the power to my rear wheel, and just in case I need to do an escape path, and use the horn if I wanted to make noise. In this situation, I don't care about making noise. I want to put myself in a new position for safety, so I want to maintain all the power to the rear wheel, so I'm not pulling in the clutch, not to do a rev bomb, but I might be pulling the clutch a little bit and then applying some progressive braking just to see what they're doing. And then if I notice that they do stop, I'm going to go ahead and let out the clutch and then get myself around this situation. So I want to keep all the power I possibly can in case I need to escape. All right, here we go. Whoa, very close. Solid Snake just gave us a nice story time when it came to a deer. Wear your gear, by the way, guys, just in case this happens and it hits you. Okay, wear your gear. So you see the little bit of locking up the tires. Watch the handlebars shake. So we locked it up a little bit, but we didn't drop the bike. And it's an S1000RR, so it probably had ABS, but still somehow locked up the rear tire, maybe. But maybe it had traction control, so it was able to keep the bike up.
This is one of those clips that clearly shows how essential the right gear is.
How essential is... Oh! High side. Those are the high side. He's not getting up, so how do we rescue? So we have to remain calm ourselves, ensure our own safety, and stop any major bleeds. So this is a great... Thank you for including this. Do Door Show and Motostars. So we started going through the turn. That rear tire is starting to lose traction and slide. So this could be a low slide. So if he just fell over, that's a low side, okay? And then it gained traction right here. You see how it's starting to compress? So it gained traction, and then now it's turning into a high side. So right here, it flips over, and all the forces are being transmitted into the motorcycle rider, just like if a horse was bucking you. The horse's power is being bucked into you, and you go flying. The motorcycle's power is getting bucked into you, and you start going flying. That's why he's lifting off the seat. He's continuing that path, and this is why high sides are extremely dangerous. So he's wearing full gear. It looks like those are motorcycle pants, I'm going to assume. Those look like motorcycle boots. So when it comes to mechanism of injury, this is kind of what we're going over right here. Mechanism of injury. So he's going to go ahead and plant that right foot, or left foot. See how it plants really hard? 1 frame per second, it's already rotating. Ankle injuries. Ouch. So, oh, you blurred it? Come on, man. You didn't blur the first one. Yeah, you didn't blur this one. All right, we'll go this one. So he's starting to go down here. Let's get back to the ankle. So there's the ankle being rotated into there. And then our natural instinct, there's the ankle underneath the bike. Our natural instinct is put our arms out to protect our core. And so this is why motorcycle jackets are important. So there's the hand going down, so you want to have gloves. And this is why it's important. See that left elbow? That's where you have armor. So it's hopefully going to absorb a lot of that impact. So it's not your elbow's not absorbing it. The bones in your elbow, everything, your not your tib, that's in your legs. Your radius and ulna and your humerus bone are not absorbing it. And then there goes the shoulder. So this is why you have shoulder armor. So it's hopefully your AC joint's not absorbing it and breaking a clavicle. And then here's the thing with helmets, especially full face helmets. There's the side impact. So when it comes to a concussion, how do you get that? Your brain sloshes around in your cerebral spinal fluid inside your skull. It's a free floating organ. It's not just like sitting there. It's floating in there with its own liquid padding. And so when you hit something like this and it's just real quick, the brain actually slides and hits the inside of your skull one way, which is now hitting the left side of his skull. And then it's going to rebound and hit the right side. And now it's just constantly like bouncing around, hitting the inside of your skull. And this is where you can get bleeding on the brain. But hopefully nothing crazy happened here where there's no penetrating trauma because he has a helmet. But hopefully it's just bruising, which is still bleeding. And it's going to be a concussion, which depending on the grade, depending on how high the level is, it could be a really high level traumatic brain injury. Anything that's a concussion is a traumatic brain injury. You can actually practice it right now. A very low level. You're not going to give yourself a concussion. Hopefully you don't. Just shake your head side to side, just like that. I just did it. And you're going to feel a little pain on the inside of your head. And that's your brain actually hitting the inside of your skull, but just doing this. Very slight. Now imagine going 50 and then it's 50 miles an hour of doing this. Or 100. Right? So this is why you wear a helmet. So you start feeling like, oh, it kind of gives me a little bit of a headache doing that. Yeah, just even what I'm doing. So imagine the headache here. And that's why when it comes to rescue, we can only do those things, but we want to quickly assess the severity. So on the back side of the card that you can get if you get a rescue pack or the rescue booklet, this is the card. Head injury symptoms, disorientation, nausea, vomiting, all these things. Do not let them back on the bike. Stop any external bleeding, lay them down, monitor any changes, keep them warm. And if they start having any of these things, definitely call 911. He's unconscious. You see how his arms? Look at his arms. After he hits, he's unconscious right here. So this is a high-level traumatic brain injury. See how he's just ragdolled? He's unconscious. It just reset his brain. Hopefully he's going to wake up from it, but it just reset his brain right here. It's like hitting the on-off button on your computer. This is, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So, how do we prevent a high side, right? That's kind of like where we're getting at here. We're going pretty fast. Maybe our tires are a little bit low tread. Maybe we underinflated. Maybe there's sidewall damage. So this is why you do a safety checklist and check your tires before the ride. There's maybe roadside, road debris on the road, whatever it is. Either way, let's say you did everything right. The only thing, if this guy's still alive, the only thing that's going to save him in this situation is that full face helmet. So wear your gear. Part of being a smart rider is acquiring and using it. Don't just acquire it and leave it at home. Acquire and use personal protective equipment. He's unconscious. Hopefully alive. Hopefully no deficits. Because you can walk away from this like having brain deficits like aphasia and a few other things.
The driver behind started overtaking the worst possible spot. Ultimately, he hit the rider and fled.
Google aphasia.
The rider was okay.
And see if that's something you want. Oh, that car driver's at fault.
I know.
That car driver's so they want help finding that car insurance. I can't see the license very well. But what do we do in this situation? Even if our lane is opening up right here, and this is where people are supposed to turn left, there's going to be idiots that do this. So no matter what you do when you change lanes, indicator, mirror, head check. No matter what. No matter what. Always check. You never know if somebody's going to do something stupid like this, and look what happens. And so also, let's take a look at this if we're going to truly do an after-action review of this. So the motorcycle rider's not at fault. This guy's at fault. It happens. Sucks. But that's the only thing we can do is check, so hopefully we don't merge when we see somebody like that. It's unexpected. Uncommon thing in a common situation. But let's say this was a road rage incident. Let's say if this was a road rage incident. I don't think it is, but let's say it is. Who won? The car. So if you're ever in a road rage incident, take yourself out of it because you're going to lose. A tiny little impact and you're down on the ground, damaged bike, bunch of injuries. Yeah, they lost a bumper, but look at your bike and you're hurt. So don't fight. When he does this one, he says that he feels like he went too high, despite that just saying that he says straight in. Uh-oh, he's going to loop it. There it is. So remain calm, just like this rider did. Move over, ensure your own safety. We're off the side of the road. We're going to stop any major bleeds. We only have like 20 of these left, by the way. These are the rescue packs, just in case he's bleeding.
Are you okay?
Probably broke his coccyx, his tailbone. Or bruised it. Look at the pants. Look at the pants up there. Look how they're ripped. Motorcycle jeans are reinforced in the buttocks area. Oh, geez. We're having some fun over here. I don't participate in these group rides because stuff like this happens. That is a copyrighted song, so we're going to do this. So nice job. Keep it up. Keep it up. Oh, so the skill set of being able to balance on the bike played into him being able to run this bike over and then actually keep balance. So when we talk about skills, he's developed those skills. Stunting was able to do that. Like, it just came naturally. I probably would have fallen off. I think a lot of us would have fallen off. So if anything we can take away is that his skill set saved him. Kind of put yourself in the situation, but your skill set saved you. Okay, so let's go ahead, put the music, or this back on. I know this song's not copyrighted. Oh, he went a little... That's a funny song. So we're going a little wide on this turn. Now, what do you think could have played into this? We have sun in our eyes. We're just getting off, I think, a major road. Maybe we're merging onto a highway. Either way, we're going a little fast. Yellow does not mean faster, by the way. I think that's part of the problem. Going a little too fast, sun in your eyes, can't see the line. Went a little wide. Found an escape. It's like me hitting I've been playing a lot of golf. It's like me playing golf and hitting a nasty slice, but guess what? I still found the fairway. It's just a different fairway. So he is actually doing fine. He found a road. He's just on the wrong road. It's just, if he landed it and just kept going, it's like nothing happened.
This was one of those unlucky days when the rider, after having license for 20 days, gets an expensive lesson.
Only had 3 weeks. Oh, he's doing fine. He's doing fine. Noah G, how you doing?
This person still has a license.
I don't know. Let's figure it out. Oh, so he's just creeping out to establish dominance in the roadway. Like, no, I'm doing this. But now what are we doing?
What the hell, lady?
Just did. She thought. So she thought they could make that gap. So all those vehicles were stopped for her, and they don't know their own dimensions of their vehicle. As you can tell, look at the right side of that car. She doesn't know her dimensions. Does not know the dimensions of her car. So she thought she could get through there.
Someone is about to need a new mirror.
Peter Griffin. Dumb driver almost hits me while driving opposite in a one-way road. Okay, one way. Scary. Good job. Hey, a little bit of a panic, but everyone would have had that. So we're coming around a blind corner. We're anticipating it's a one-way road. Nobody's going to be stupid. As soon as we see that. So line of sight was blocked by the blind corner. So we were in orange stage, prepped for anything, right? And we're going to go ahead and plan our ride. So we see this. We located a hazard situation. We assess it is a relevant threat. Headlights in our path of travel. Not good. We got to navigate. And so this is this is a curve, and we're having to position and apply the brakes in the curve. So this is something you learn in the MSF. So there you go. Straighten up the handlebars. Aim towards where you want to go, which is away from this person, and get around them. New position for safety. Very good. Very good. Saved yourself. Imagine going fast around this corner just thinking about speed. We would have had an issue. So this is a very cooperative defensive rider. Congrats, dude. Is that guy mad that he was getting over? I don't know. Maybe he was making fun of the other guy. I don't speak that language. Hey, this is having fun out there. I don't mind you guys doing that. It's just when you get hurt and you're by yourself, that's scary. Self-rescue is an important part of all of this. Hey, little bug. Is that a bee? Maybe the bee got him. Oh, I got stung by a bee. All right. Very good. See the line of sight on this? So part of positioning for safety is having good line of sight. So good line of sight, space cushion, escape paths. That's what you're looking for. So we have terrible line of sight around this vehicle. So a good position would be off to the right a little bit so you can see around. Now this does reduce our space cushion for anybody going wide. So you're constantly kind of moving back and forth. Now, how can you also increase your line of sight when you have a big vehicle around there and you can't really move left or right for positioning? Guess what? If we're super close to a vehicle, you can't see me, right? Super close. This is what it looks like. You're right behind a vehicle. So if you reduce your throttle, do some engine braking to increase your space cushion, you can see around what appears to be a large object. Now you can see around. So if you just roll off the throttle, increase your space cushion, you can see around these bigger objects. So just back up in this situation if you can't move over left or right.
The reason why
there's corners.
Giving up riding in a group.
Uh-oh, somebody got hurt. Why are people stopped? There it is. So how do we rescue? Check for any major bleeds. See what's happening. There's a photographer there. Seems like this is kind of planned out a little bit. Yeah, might as well put your side stand down. If everybody's walking, for the most part, you're pretty much good. You want to get yourself out of the dangerous situation. Oh, somebody is not walking. I saw somebody on the ground. Who's on the ground? That person's on the ground. Looks like he's breathing. Yep. That's good. Conscious and aware. Oh, what's up, dear? Be careful. They're looking for a crosswalk. There it is. Good job. That's how you navigate that. Oh, what are we doing here with our foot? Indicating to everybody that somebody's off the side of the cliff. This is why having your Cardo Pack Talk Edge, link in the description for 10%. Oh, jeez. This is when you can start yelling at everybody, slow down, slow down, slow down. The communication is going to go around the corner. So they're looking right, and there's a nice little impact. Oh, geez. Subscribe to AJ Lenek. Bad driver doesn't look in his mirrors. Okay. So they switched over. Continue. Good job swerving. Watch your path of travel. Good job escaping. Emergency swerve with a passenger. Very good. He made a mistake. That's his I made a mistake. Good job. And she's probably like, oh, I feel kind of safe on the bike. He knows how to handle these dangerous situations.
The right clearly doesn't accept lane splitting and decided to do
That was a close lane split.
Difficult for the biker.
If it's really close, I just don't do it. You can lane filter at stoplights here in Arizona. There's a bunch of rules about it. Ooh. Back up. Back up. Triumph tails with
Not
Matt.
gonna get it.
So green, they're gonna go. They don't accelerate into them. I mean, you could do that, but it's just, I prefer just to let things go. It's up to you. He got himself out of it, so that's fine. Ooh, look at this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's this? Somebody do a Google Maps image search or whatever, Google Earth. Figure out where this is at. This is beautiful. Beautiful. We're blurring out our speedo though, so we're probably going a little too fast. Look at the view. Oh, sheepdog. Yeah, he's like, no, he's the crossing guard for the others. Beautiful dog. Is that a kuvas? A kuvas? My dog Stella is part kuvas. It's all fluffy white. Oh, jeez. Just saying hi. Came back. Dangerous.
Where's the dog?
But they know the area better than anyone else. Kangal dog. Okay. Oh, side of the vehicle. They're going to go into our lane. Don't fight for it. There you go. Move over. Slowed it down just in case to see what happened. In case you needed to apply the brakes. Very good. Left turner? Nope. Somebody coming out of the gas station. Good job slowing down. So take a look at his speed right here, 43. We're coming up to an intersection. We're going to be in orange stage. We're kind of planning a ride, you know, prepping for these things, locating hazards, situations, assessing. So somebody comes out, hand went right on. Let's go back just a little bit because that plan method's in the way. I want you to see where his hand position is. So we're coming up to here, covering the brakes, covering the front brakes. Very good. Just rolling off the throttle, applied the brakes a little bit. We went down to 23 miles per hour. We dropped 20 miles per hour. Very good. This is a good a good rider. Happens. Stuff like that happens, but getting yourself out of those situations is so important to where it becomes a non-issue. All right, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Nighttime. Watch out for curbs. Anybody acting like an idiot? There's always one or two idiots in a group like this where they'll just try to show off and hit somebody accidentally. So stoplight or stop sign. Oh, somebody went down. Went a little too fast. Yeah. Wasn't paying attention. Hit a curb. So remain calm. Ensure your own safety. So park out of the way as best you can. Don't get hit by other traffic. And if he is bleeding externally, you can stop that. So do a full quick check. You don't know where a laceration could happen.
That was you?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good? Okay.
I don't know what happened. I didn't pick up.
You good though?
Yeah, I'm good.
Very good. Tristmania, here we go. Oh, we got a rider down. Oh, still down, still down, still down. Oh, he's up. Okay, he's moving. Okay, so you could stop to help, but the fact that he's up, that's good. He's moving, but he could just be rebooting his brain, so he could have a concussion. So you do want to be there just in case he starts acting irrational and trying to get on his bike. Yeah. So if that was a friend, let's say you're in a group ride and that was a friend, he wants to get back on his bike, just take the keys out of the bike and put them in your pockets. Because he's already disoriented. He'd be like, where'd my keys go? I'd be like, dude, they must have flown off somewhere. Hey, how about you sit on the sidewalk? I'll take a look. I'll look for your keys. You know, in fact, I'll lift your bike up and I'll bring it over to you. But I'll go ahead and keep looking for your keys. This way, he's going to continue rebooting and get back to normal, hopefully. And then maybe, if he doesn't go to the hospital, give him back his keys. Be like, oh, I found him. That's what I'd do. They're disoriented anyways. He's not going to remember. Oh, little turner in front of us. So here, you can accelerate through. Accelerate, just in case. Get a little blip. Little blip of the throttle. Oh, we got somebody merging into our lane. Okay. Kind of moved up a little bit. That's fine. So I just let them in. One car is not going to make a difference for me. So that was an open lane pattern that we switched into. There's the open lane pattern they switched into. So we did it. They did it. It's a human thing. We don't like being in lines, especially if we could get into a shorter one. So we're coming up to here. Just because it's green doesn't mean you go. You kind of wait for them to go. Non-issue to me. Watch out, blind intersection. They're facing us. They shouldn't be doing that. Get over on your side. Watch out for deer. Or a heifer. Nice little cow just kind of hanging out. A little unpredictable. You don't know what they're going to do, so do what this guy's doing. Just going slow until you're able to make that pass, and then go. Very good. Very good. Couple stripples. That's the name. Oh, uncommon thing. Somebody passing over the double yellow. Good job positioning. You see right here, so that white car is going to go over the double yellow. So we're riding yellow stage coming up to this point. We're kind of zoned in, prepped for anything really, just kind of enjoying the ride, but we are looking for hazards. We are doing stuff, but the moment we see a hazardous situation, like an intersection, we see the lights up ahead, I'm going to switch into orange stage. I'm constantly planning, so constantly looking for new positions for the road surface stuff, locating. Cool, I located, assessing anybody. I don't know. This is where things happen. So I'm getting ready to navigate in case something does happen. So when I see this, somebody moving over into our lane right there, he's already doing it. So he's putting himself in a brand new position for safety, which is going to be off to the right to increase that space cushion. Now, in our base minds here, we're thinking, I just got to move over so I don't get hit. Yes, exactly right. What you're doing is you're moving over into a new position for safety because you located this hazardous situation. You assess that he is a hazard and navigating. I'm just pointing out the natural flow of your decision making. And I want you to constantly be aware of your decision making so that you can actually see things that you don't think you need to look for. It's like, oh, road surface hazards, left turners. We have open lane patterns. We have all these different sides of the vehicle patterns. Like we have all these different things that maybe we aren't looking for. And so I want to bring that up to the forefront of your brain and not just like the basic stuff. So yeah, look for it. New position for safety off to the right. Now put ourselves back into a new position for safety, which is going to give us good space cushions to the left and the right. So we're kind of like in the middle of the lane. Now we got to move over into the left turn lane, and we're doing fine. I really want one of these. I really want that. Is it the Mercedes Revel or something like that? Merge area, we're going to intersect right here. Now, is this Chrysler Pacifica supposed to yield to traffic? Yes. Did they not do that because they're on the phone? Yes. What can we do to make sure that we are safe? Because we can't control what the Pacifica driver does. We can accelerate to get in front. We can apply the brakes a little bit or roll up the throttle since we're already doing some speed so they can get in front. Or we can switch lanes to the left. Now, I think there's a car to the left. There was a car to the left. So we couldn't switch lanes. We're kind of boxed in. So we either accelerate or decelerate. And what I would probably do is decelerate, get behind this car. And then once this Pacifica's in the lane and they're still going slow, I'm going to get back in my lane. Same person. That person's all over the road. Why are they doing that? Don't know. We're going to maintain a good space cushion, good line of sight. We're getting too close for my taste, and now we got ad screen pops up, or end screen pop up. So with that said, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm trying to get some motorcycle education and rider education out to you. Make sure you guys grab the booklet. Discounts going on right now, and I'm going to get back to working on the new online motorcycle course for the MTC Rider Academy. Can't wait to launch that. It's a long process. I'm doing it by myself, so bear with me and be patient. In the meantime, I'm going to be doing these live streams every Thursday around 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Did a little bit earlier today, but with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, keep an eye out for those open lane patterns, and pay attention. I'll see you guys later. All right, look at that. Look at that. We just did 2 videos. So if you're brand new to this, I see some new names, by the way. Who's here watching this for the first time? This is your first live stream. I see Elad. He's here all the time. Solid Snake's here all the time. First live, Bob, Andrew, Captain, Harry. I've seen you be here before. John, Eric, Mihai, Isaac, The Wicked. How you doing? You've been binging the old videos though? Nice. Kind of new. Yeah, so what we do typically is we do these lives. I'm back now. I took a month off. Let's turn this down just a little bit. I do live streams just like this. I go over 2, maybe 3 videos. So we can go over the after action reviews. And right now I'm not recording. So those of you that are watching live or watching this. And so I record those videos, post them on Saturday, Sunday. So people that can't make the live and just want to watch the videos, they got them. But yeah, Thursdays about 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Arizona time. I'll be doing these live classes and going over these things. My goal is to constantly evolve the course and the classes that we're doing here. So at the beginning, I'll post like during the wait time, there's more of an educational video. And then we start doing some hangout, do some fellowship, talk about what we did over the week. And then we jump into the first class, take a quick break in between that and the second video. And then at the end, we just kind of hang out. Right now, we're at 1 hour and 41 minutes. So I'm going to hang out for about 20 more minutes because I'd like to do about 2-hour classes and just kind of hang out and chat about stuff. And this is when we start losing viewers because they want to watch the crashes. But that's the whole point of having the chat. So with that said, where do you want to go? Do you want to go to my office or do you want to go to the dorm room? Where do you want to go and just hang out? You know, in fact, I think the dorm sounds fun. It's more relaxed. You know, I'm gonna clean up a little bit here. Let's go ahead and move that. There we go. There we go. So I did have the chat, but I think OBS did a change. So now it's just like that. It's not all fancy. But you know, I might just leave it up. You know, I'm gonna leave it up. Might as well. Usually it's like, see, it's transparent, but it's not doing it today. I gotta figure out what's going on. Either YouTube made an adjustment or OBS made an adjustment. But either way, that works. Yeah, I wish cleaning my room was that easy too. I wish there was a Control Z and a Control C in real life. Cause like I'll make it to my car after leaving my my place and be like, I left my keys inside. And I wish I could hit like Control Z to where I'm back inside immediately with my keys and then going back. You know what I mean? It's like, let's just undo the part where I left the place to get to my car and just start back where I'm back in my place. OBS, what does it stand for? Something broadcast software? Open broadcast software, something like that. It's what allows me to do the live streams. I'll often do lubric moto to lube the moto chain once a week. After like heavy rains and whatnot, once a week is good. Once every 2 weeks is like, yeah, there it is. I'll check your owner's manual, but definitely after like a rain ride, especially because then it's all like grimy and gross and you get dirt and water and yeah. I really miss my belt drive. Never had to take care of that. Never had an issue. Chain is just a pain in the butt. And everyone says like, yeah, having a chain is like better power delivery and whatnot. And it's like, I never had like a belt does just fine. Yeah, you might want to take a look at it, Smee. Might be a little dry. Might be a little dry. Maybe, who knows? Every 500 miles, that's a good one. CF Moto 450. Yeah, anybody have a CF Moto? I keep seeing those popping up now, even at dealerships. I'm wondering if they're any good. The best transfer of power. That's what I hear. Yeah. Garages are nice. Yeah, I need to get mine in a garage. I just have a bike cover over it. What is everybody going to be doing this weekend? It's probably you. Yeah, Ivan, I think YouTube did something. Still go through my owner's mail to learn more about the bike. Planning on riding a local parking lot for a bit this weekend. Pretty excited. Nice, Kevin. Do some drills. I would also look for a service manual for your bike model and year. You'll learn a lot. Especially if you want to do any work on your bike, it tells you what to do. I wonder if there's a leak somewhere, Smee. Mine doesn't lose it that quickly. Especially every few days. Maybe 2 to 3 pounds every like 2 weeks. Taking my written test tomorrow for a motorcycle permit. Good luck, Isaac. Going to be tinkering with my new project. Oh, nice. Picked it up for $250. That's nice. Taking a safety course this weekend. Hopefully I'll pass so I can get my license. Tony, you're going to do great. You're going to do great. Coming for 400, 800 cc, too big of a jump. It's all skill. Same thing. Friction zone, throttle control, brakes. I would sit in a parking lot for a little bit to get a feel for where that friction zone really is. Maybe do some shifting here and there from first to second, second to third, third to second. See where the throttle response really hits. I would really figure that out. And then also seeing what your brakes feel like. So doing some quick stops to see. And then after that, it's just riding. It's just riding at that point. Heading out, riding the twisties this weekend, then follow up with a car meet that night afterwards. Nice, Noah. Sounds like fun. Taking my dog on the bike with you. I need slow speed drills with him when he's 75 pounds, shifts around. Do some drills. Do some Smart Rider drills. 20% off right now. But that sounds like fun. 75 pounds. Pamela, how are you putting him on the bike? Don't tell me a big backpack. Track tomorrow. Nice. New riding boots for the track as well. Nice and stiff. Driving lessons next week, along with handling and driving tests to finally get your license. Lassie, very nice. This weekend I'm painting my house. Trying to get out on the bike. I usually commute, but one of my offices has a magnetic base that will not open for my little bike. Oh. Painting the house can be fun. Painting the house can be fun. Got an SV650, so owner else came with the bike. I also picked up the digital booklet and some cones. Managed to talk my brother to come with me. Staying safe. Kevin, nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm all out of cones. My supplier hasn't had cones for a while. So I've actually thought about cutting up some tennis balls in half and selling those like real cheap. So then at the cone kit, it's like way cheaper. Because that's what I would use if I couldn't find cones that I liked. You just get 5 tennis balls, cut them in half, you got 10 cones. That's all you need. Yeah, it makes me suspicious of quality too, Andrew. That's what I'm wondering. K9 Moto Cockpit by Ruffy. Oh, nice. Motorcycle test got postponed today due to rain. More time to practice. Thoughts on 90 Fat Boy's first bike? It's a big bike, but, I mean, if you can handle it, it's great. Yeah, congrats to everyone going to the MSF. I took the MSF last week. Last Monday, Tuesday. I did the basic rider course, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to see a bunch of new people trying to ride. My girlfriend's 16-year-old daughter took it with me. I wanted to have like a shared experience with her. It had been fun. I just wanted to get some bonding time. And she passed. She did great. So she's got her little MSF card now. You guys are going to do great. Just have fun. Don't think too hard. Sometimes thinking actually becomes a problem when you have these short, condensed classes. Will I have a video about the MSF? No, I did it as more of a personal thing. I got some great ideas, and I learned, and like it was a continuing education thing in multiple different avenues for my own learning, you know, from coaching to taking the class to seeing new students, seeing the questions people had, seeing the difficulties in certain exercises. So for like, if I made a video, I could talk about that. But the main thing was I just quite literally wanted to spend time with her in an arena that I know well. And so I could just observe and just hang out and provide advice if I needed to. And she did great. But all the stuff I learned on my own from the class that could be a video or like a blog post or whatever, I'm just going to internalize all that information and make my course and my future videos even better. So you'll see kind of like what I learned through how I speak in these upcoming videos. And that's the whole point of my continuing education, is so that I can speak better, present better, provide better knowledge. And so you'll just be seeing a better set of videos. But who knows? And I told him I wasn't going to make a video. I didn't record any of it. Just got in a wreck on your Suzuki Katana. Uh-oh. I don't remember anything about it. Do you possibly know why that is? You probably got a concussion. Yeah, you probably got a concussion. It probably wiped out. Yeah. How can I explain it? So, do you guys know anything about police cams? So when they turn it on, a lot of these, once they turn it on, I mean, they're always recording, for the most part. But when they turn it on, it's like it takes like 20, 30 seconds for the audio to I don't know. That's a bad way of putting it. There are some like always on like cameras, and if you click the on button, it can record like 30 seconds previous before you hit the on button, and then it goes until you hit off. So it can, because it's storing some information. So when your brain hits the ground or something like that, and you get a concussion, it's sometimes when it turns off, it erases like 30 minutes, an hour, the beginning of the day that you had, and then since it's off, it erases all of this. And then when you finally come to, it's actually not recording. It's just kind of on, like your brain. And then it slowly gets to the point where it starts recording. And then all of a sudden, like after the accident, you're like, I don't remember the accident. I don't remember being in the hospital for the first couple hours. I just remember all of a sudden talking to Cindy, the nurse, the next day or whatever. Like it erases memory. It's almost like not saving and you close out a document in a way. And now you have to redo everything and you don't remember what you wrote. Like that's kind of like a little bit how the brain is kind of on. Yeah, video buffer for 30. Yeah, exactly. Marcus, that's exactly how. Yeah. So it's almost like writing out a document, you never hit save and it didn't auto save, and then you closed it out and then you have to come back in, and it's like, yeah, so that's what happens. So there's nothing like, that's normal what the brain does. It's scary because then you don't it's really weird not being able to remember stuff. And then I did mention aphasia during the videos, and what that is that you know what you want to say, but the connection between here and your mouth and actually saying it it's like the cat's got your tongue. It's on the tip of your tongue the whole time. It's like you know what you want to say, like you're actually saying it in your brain, but it's not coming out of your mouth. And that's aphasia, and that's a pretty scary thing because you can't communicate what you're thinking. And there's also some disconnects. And there's a bunch of different other brain situations that can happen, but this all happens from like concussions and stuff. Captain Slow, thank you for being here. But yeah, that sucks, man. Hopefully and then sometimes the memory does come back. It's more than likely it's not going to come back. Just that section. I mean, they can do some some things for your memory, but for the most part, it's erased knowledge at that point. It sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Met a dude with brain cancer and his speech sounded like that. Yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah, another form of aphasia is your brain chooses different words and what you want to say. And it's very frustrating. And I've seen people with it, and they get extremely frustrated. Extremely frustrated, because it's like, I've been on calls where it's like we're trying to ask questions and they're not able to say the right words, and then they can physically so then they start utilizing, instead of verbal communication, they start using physical communication, like body. They're trying to communicate with you with their body, and even writing, like they can't write out the words too sometimes that they have in their head, so they'll start using their body language, and then they get frustrated, and sometimes it's just doing a head nod up and yes or no. So then you start pulling that out, and it's tough, and I can see why it's frustrating. It's like, imagine not being able to talk, like what you're thinking. And that's a scary thing, is like, that's why I focus heavily on wearing full gear. It's like, if there is a terrible crash, I'd rather know that I did everything I possibly can to minimize and mitigate any possible brain injuries by wearing the best helmet I possibly can. And that's what I want to do. And so, I mean, even if wearing the best helmet I possibly can, and I still have a brain injury and I still have these problems, it's like I did everything I possibly could. And that's kind of where I'm at when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I wish more people would wear gear. But it's America. Everyone gets to do whatever they want to do. And anomic aphasia, I have that from hitting a tree. Can't name things that I know what they are. Oof. See, this is the cool thing about having the chat, is that there's more more nuances to all this stuff, and people have lived experiences of it. And it's another reason why the MTC Rider Academy, that the new one that I'm building out, is going to have a community aspect with it. The current platform I'm using Thinkific. I'm moving to Kajabi. It's a different website. I've been waiting for Thinkific to provide a robust app that coincides with the course, so that the community that I currently have there could actually like chat with each other. But they're just not doing it. And so I made the decision to switch to Kajabi, because it does come with an app that you can take your course on your phone versus a computer, and you can actually chat in the chat room on your phone. And so part of where I'm getting at with this is that I can say something, and somebody that actually has that lived experience, and somebody that actually knows what's going on in that term, because they're living it, they can give more context, and there can be some really good discussions and understanding of how things are going, so other people can learn from it. And that's what I want. And then hopefully those that want to step up and become leaders in the community, I would love to be able to mentor and teach everything I possibly know in a short course form, and then we can just start helping people. As my rugby coach says, you are free to make whatever decision you want. You are not, however, free from the consequences of those choices. Yeah, isn't that a great freedom? You can do whatever you want, but you also need to live with the consequences. So therefore, your life would be much easier if you make the correct choice, or choices that are within good values, good principles, good virtues, because then you start having good consequences. So yeah. Hit a tree face first, was wearing helmet, nearly lost leg. Yeah, without a helmet, you wouldn't be here. So I'm glad you're here chasing ghosts. I'm glad that you wore your gear. Yeah, Matt, like, just sit and pause and ground yourself and be like, you know what? I shouldn't be here. So everything since that tree to now has been a gift. Yeah. Yeah. So every day is a gift. It's a good life lesson. There's always a positive. There's always a positive. No other video today. We have about 1 more minute. I'm going to log off. I'm going to edit these videos, make some thumbnails for them, post them up for Saturday, Sunday. If you are a YouTube member, you'll probably get Sunday's video tonight, so you can see it if you want. So make some comments if you want, just to have fun. But yeah, I'm going to head out. It's been 2 hours. Sorry, Easy 808. I'll be back next Thursday. I promise. Actually, before let's go ahead and pause on that. Let me see if yeah, I'll be here next Thursday. All right, guys. With that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe.